Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing tonight? How are you doing this evening? So, happy Monday. Let me know how was your October? Almost gone. Sorry, Instagram. Okay. We're almost over. October is almost over. So tomorrow is the last day. Did you reach your goal for October? Did you have a goal? Well, I hope you did, and I hope that you guys reach your goal for the month. Now, let's get into the topic of tonight. I was inspired to talk about financial statements just because I had so many people coming to me. They wanted to do their taxes and they send me their financial statements, their balance sheet, their profit and loss, saying that they did bookkeeping, and here is the financial statements. The problem is a lot of these financial statements, if they did not use a professional who knows what they're doing, unfortunately, it was not financial statements. I have seen so many disasters. I've seen just like Excel sheets recording some transactions. Well, that's not financials, unfortunately. This is just data entry for what you spent. I've seen people sending me their statements, their bank statements. That's not financials either. This is your bank statement, which needs to be in your bookkeeping, which you need to record to generate profit and loss and balance sheet. These are the two main documents you need to have in order to do your taxes, whether you are a nonprofit, whether you are S corp, C corp, LLC, partnership, whatever type of business you have, you need to have financial statements, accurate financial statements, because those are the information you're going to need in order to file an accurate return, in order to take every single deduction you need. If you are a nonprofit and you don't pay taxes, in order to have an accurate 990 that does not get rejected and cause you to pay penalty at the end, and maybe withdrawal of your suspension of your um, exempt status. So it's really important, no matter what tax classification you are under, you have to have accurate financial statements. So, in order for me to help you identify the main thing, because I know a lot of you might use bookkeeper thinking they are actually knowing what they're doing. Some of you might hire someone in-house saying that they have accounting background, but still not really, right? Because believe me, there is a difference between someone working in an accounting or finance department in a corporate doing single thing all day long, all year long, and someone who knows how to start and end the bookkeeping. Start with the balance sheet. Start with the charts of accounts, recording correct transactions, doing the reconciliation, doing the right journal entries, all of these stuff. Not everyone who knows accounting now know how to doing, or like they identify themselves as an accountant. I worked with corporate long time ago, okay, over 20 years ago, and I was a staff accountant. I was responsible for 2 3 main stuff, some journal entries. Other people in accounting department, they might be only responsible for accounts payable, so they pay invoices. Other people, they might be responsible to actually account receivable, receive money, and follow up with payments. So it doesn't really mean that if you are in accounting, you're going to be able to do bookkeeping. I see this a lot with small businesses. If one of the spouses, they know some accounting, maybe took a class on accounting, maybe actually held an accounting job that is not full charge bookkeeping, they use their actually spouses to do their bookkeeping, which results in a big problem. Yeah, a lot of nonprofits use that too, and that's also results in a real problem because when they come to do their taxes, I was really shocked many of time. I was like, oh my god, like this can't be someone who knows bookkeeping. What I've seen, balance sheets, and this is not once or twice, it's really common, unfortunately. I've seen balance sheet that has items that's not supposed to be in the balance sheets. So let me explain. Your balance sheet, usually, of course, it should balance because it's a balance sheet. It should have your assets, which is any asset that you have, including bank statement, bank accounts, how much do you have in your bank, how much cash you have in hand, all of these assets you have. Okay. And then should have liability, including credit cards, loans, accounts payable, because this is invoices you should be paying, you did not pay yet. And you should have equity on the balance sheet, which is like if you are an LLC, owner withdrawal. If you are in other type of businesses, then that is um, owner distribution and actually dividends and other stuff. So only these three items, like big category items, of course, a lot of things listed in there: asset, liability, and equity should be in your balance sheets. And balance sheet is very important because you have to include those numbers in your financial statements. Now, it also should have the net income, which comes from your profit and loss. But it doesn't have any details on that, just the total of your net income. Now, your profit and loss actually should have your income from sales or any other, uh, if you're a nonprofit, from your revenue, your donations, grants, everything. And then it should have your expenses, anything you spend for operation or other stuff, and it should have your actually cost of goods sold. So that's basically what's in your profit and loss. And the total, like the end result, will be your net income, which is this is how it's gonna connect your balance sheets. So don't get confused. Like, I know that might be confusing for some of you, but the only thing I want you to be able to learn is how to tell if that person who's doing your bookkeeping is knowing what they're doing, especially if they're not using software. Not saying that it would be correct if they're using software. No, not necessary. But especially if they're using Excel or any type of things that is not accounting software, you want to be able to identify, see if there's labeling something a balance sheet and it doesn't have your asset, liability, and equity. You see that it has for example, Canva subscription. Well, that's not a balance sheet. If they have your profit and loss, and then you see they have your bank accounts balance there, that is not a profit and loss. So as simple as that. You just have to know some concept. You should be able to read your financial statements as a business owner, as a nonprofit leader, whatever your position is. You need to be able to identify if this is correct or not. And of course, it's not your job to do that, but you want to at least identify if this is a total mess or closer to correct. And this is when actually you really have to consult with a professional if you are not sure. You have to learn how to read your financial statements to make sure you're ready, because the year is ending. We have 2 months left only. You want to make sure your books are in order to be ready for taxes. Taxes coming very soon. So if you did not clean up your books, if you're not sure if you have a clean books, financial statements, you're not going to be able to file an accurate taxes. That might actually require you to do an extension. And yeah, sometimes people have to do extension, but extension is not really advisable, because when you do an extension, that means you have things missing. That means you actually delaying your success, because you are blindly managing your business or nonprofit, and you cannot make an informed decision. You are delaying everything, so you are losing a year. So if you have done that last year, just mean 2022, and maybe you just filed your taxes, or if you're a nonprofit in a calendar year, you still have like 15 more days to file your taxes. If you did an extension, you lost the entire year, right? If you are an S corp partnership, you did your taxes. If you did an extension on September, you lost 3/4 of the year. If you, for your LLC, for your C corp, you filed this month earlier, 15 days ago, you lost also almost the entire year. So you don't want to do that, because if you are in blind, you're blind about your numbers. You don't know what's your numbers. You don't know what did you what did you do, how did you do last year, how did you do last month, how did you do last week. It's almost impossible to reach your goal for the current year, the current month, the current week. It's almost impossible to do what you once wanted to do when you started your business or your nonprofit. So don't delay that. If you have not done your if you are not done your bookkeeping yet, or if you are not sure if your bookkeeping is correct, feel free to reach out, or reach out to your accountant, anyone you like. If you don't have one, I would love to help you. I'm still taking bookkeeping clients, still taking cleanup bookkeeping clients. So don't lose your opportunity for this year, and come on board, and I would love to help you. You can book a call at nourasbooks.com/contact. If you're on Instagram, link on the bio. If you are anywhere else, you can actually go to the link on the screen. And if you are on YouTube, I just did the analysis for the YouTube. We actually have more than 70, actually here's the 76% of people who watch the YouTube, they are not subscribed. So please go ahead and subscribe if you watch through YouTube. If you do not watch through YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube still, because I have so many videos over there, over 500, and it all full of information and a lot of talk about with other professionals. It's easy to find the topic you want to watch. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. It's Noura's Books, just like the Instagram. And you can find all links to social media and to YouTube from my website. Now, if you are a nonprofit on a calendar year and you did not file your tax return yet, you have done an extension, your deadline is November 15th. So go ahead and file a complete return. If you do not have anyone to help you with it, feel free to reach out. However, I cannot guarantee that you will be on time, because we are so busy. We have a lot of people in line, and first come, first serve. So if you do not have anyone, feel free to come. But like I said, it's not guaranteed that we can have it on time for you. But we will try our best, but it's not guaranteed. But having that filed late, better than have it not filed at all. But if you know someone who can file it right and on time, feel free to do that. If not, feel free to reach out, and I would love to help you. But like I said, it's not guaranteed anymore. You guys are late if you did not start yet. We are 15 days away, and it's a lot of work to file your taxes, you guys, you on nonprofits. So also another thing I want to remind you guys in nonprofit, that Giving Tuesday is coming really soon. It's going to be toward the end of November. So if you have not prepared for your Giving Tuesday, go ahead and prepare from now. If you need help, you can go ahead and actually register for my class. It's on demand. You can just purchase and get access right away. It has a lot of ideas, a lot of things to help you prepare for your Giving Tuesday. You can go to nourasbooks.com and then go to other courses, and from there go to Giving Tuesday, and you can purchase the course right away. It's a short course. It has a template for social media. It gives you step by step on how to plan a successful Giving Tuesday. So go ahead and do that. Do not delay. Do not do not make yourself wait another year. It's really important, you guys, to take advantage of all of these. Make sure you are on board and in charge, and you actually do what you said you wanted to do when you started your project. All right, I'll leave you with that. Have a great evening, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.